Hey y'all. So why don't we just start the week off with an update? Last week I talked about Stephen Smith's mom Sandy starting a GoFundMe to raise money to have his body exhumed and have an independent autopsy done so that she could get an unbiased cause of his death. Well, Friday it was announced that enough money had been raised and the exhumation and autopsy will be taking place, but so far I haven't seen that a date has been announced yet. Now, not only was enough money raised, as of right now, four times the amount of the goal that she set has been raised. She had set the goal at 15,000, and when I looked just a few minutes ago, over 67,000 had been raised. And speaking of Stephen's death, Buster Mudaugh released a statement through his lawyers this morning saying that he had no involvement in Stephen's death, and he wishes that the media and the general public would stop circulating that rumor. And his exact quote is, "I have tried my best to ignore the vicious rumors about my involvement in Stephen Smith's tragic death that continue to be published in the media as I grieve over the brutal murders of my mother and brother. I love them so much and miss them terribly. I haven't spoken up until now because I want to live in private while I cope with their deaths and my father's incarceration. Before, during, and since my father's trial, I have been targeted and harassed by the media and followers of this story. This has gone on far too long. These baseless rumors of my involvement with Stephen and his death are false. I unequivocally deny any involvement in his death, and my heart goes out to the Smith family. I am requesting that the media immediately stop publishing these defamatory statements and rumors about me." End quote. Now, I don't really recall ever reading anything or hearing anything from the media that said that, it was Buster that was who they believe, killed it. I just know that, like myself, it's been reported that information about Stephen's death was found during the investigation of Paul and Maggie's murders. And they haven't released what that information is, but SLED, like I said, has, reopened this case, and they're looking through all this, and they're making progress, is what they've said recently. So, I can't say that I've read everything out there. I can't say that I've heard everything out there. I'm just saying that what I have read or heard has not mentioned him specifically with this investigation. Now, I also just want to go on record to say that I've never accused Buster of anything. I try to keep my opinions on such investigations and this type of thing to myself, especially until we know more. It's not for me to speculate on. It's not for me to judge, But I will say that, like my grandparents always said, time will tell who isn't involved. We just got to be patient, y'all. Well, y'all, that's it for this update. Come back on Wednesday night for an all-new mystery murder and mayhem, and I'm going to be talking about the kidnappings and murders of Sherry Faye Smith and Deborah May Helmick. You may recall that they were kidnapped and murdered in the 80s here in South Carolina, and I'm going to be talking about the man who was executed for the crimes against those two young ladies. His name is Larry Gene Bell. Y'all have a good day. Have a good week, and I'll be back to y'all on Wednesday night unless something else breaks, and I'll be telling y'all that too.